Hmm. Well, hello again, guys. Oh, boy. How's everybody doing today? Guys, this is my second video. I may not upload it until tomorrow. It might get uploaded tonight. We'll see. But, yeah, I just finished doing a video talking about, just the strange and peculiar folks that's walking around in planet, or should I say on planet Earth. Oh, my Lord, my Lord. So I'm doing this here video because I was looking at, I follow Tasha K. I follow her and been looking at her for years. And she was talking about, P. Diddy was one of the folks she was talking about, and the weird behavior surrounding him. I have to say I don't know what's true, what's not true. I wasn't in the room, guys, so I can't. I don't know. I don't know. But if any of this stuff is true, oh my Lord, shame on him. Shame on him. Oh my Lord, if any of this stuff, because I also, before I watched Tasha, I seen this video, the clip that came out. Let me see, who had it? Was it TMZ? I don't know who. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. Okay. Look like a lot of networks had it. I see something over here from ABC, CNN, about supposedly P. Diddy, the things he was doing to Cassie, assaulting, and this supposedly occurred in 2016. Lord have mercy. Oh my Lord. And then the thing that I seen on Tasha K live was that oh my Lord, it's so disgusting. I don't even know. Oh my Lord. But people, this being in love with money, and I mean to the point that you'll do almost anything, because this was something gross. I mean gross. Maybe not the grossest thing in the world, but gross enough. Where Tasha K had in the title of her live that P. Diddy, I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't want nobody coming up after me for some stuff, because I wasn't in the room, so I'm going to have to allege this, okay? A lot of stuff I'm talking about is alleged, so that ain't no daggone news. But the pure fact that P. Diddy made Cassie taste another woman's tampon. Now, I don't know if the tampon had been used or not. But in any case, I mean, it would have been better if it wasn't a used tampon. But if it was a used tampon, listen, guys, we're going to have to take accountability for ourselves, too. I'm just saying. Because, and I'm just going to be, we got to get a handle on loving this money. Loving this money that's really not worth the paper it's printed on. Yeah, they got us in a bind where we need money. But some people just got this greed for money going on. I mean, a hunger that's bigger than life. And they need to watch that. Because, see, that's the little small little crack that Satan needs to bust wide open your world. That's that little crack. If he know that you love money, willing to do pretty much anything, and I'm not blaming any victim, but we got to take self-accountability. We got to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. I'm just saying, we have to. I think somebody said Cassie was a young girl when she first got around him. But what was she, 15, 16? Why was she allowed? But see, there we go again, money. Ain't no way. I mean, what is going on? I mean, I know we don't want to work, a lot of us, you know. A lot of us, we don't want to work. But the way they got things going on this planet, in this United States of America, if you're here, you're going to have to work. But people don't want to wait. They don't want to wait for, to be able to accumulate the type of money that they're trying to accumulate. But we have to do what listen, I'm just saying, for the love of money, it is definitely the root of all evil. Because you are setting yourself up for all kinds of tail whoopings. Yes. Because once you let it be known that you will practically do anything to get it, oh, you become prey. And then you are preyed upon. Because now you've made it known that you're you're willing to do just about anything to get your hands on this money. And before I have to do anything like that, or any kind of craziness to get my hands on some money, I don't want it. Heck, I don't know where I'll find myself, but I won't be putting up with a whole bunch of foolishness like that. I mean, I just could not fathom. So, just like in the last video, people are doing things just to get their hands on money. And they're going to find out in the long run how misled they were, for the misthinking that's going on up in here. Because they figure in their mind, they done told themselves, well, if I get X amount of money, and they want so much money so they can try to, rub it in somebody's face, make themselves feel pumped up like, I'm this large man on campus kind of thing. They just want to look grandiose and just like, you beneath me and I'm all the way up here and you all the way, I got $1 million and you only got 10 cents. So you are a peasant and I am the king or the queen. It's ridiculous thinking. It's ridiculous, but please, I implore you, please don't let Satan, these evil doers, put you in that trick bag. I want to be like the character, and I know it was symbolic, but I get it. And I want to be, I think, who was it that said, I think it was in the New Testament. Now, I know a lot of this stuff is symbolic and all of that, but I want to be content in any state that I'm in. As long as I'm happy, I'm healthy, I got a roof over my head, I got clothes to wear. We should just kind of like take on life just being, I'm not saying settle, but for the love of money, guys. Somebody out there understand what I'm saying over here. For the love of money, it can get you in a whole bunch of heap of hurt, because I mean it's been people who's gone through so much over there in Hollywood just to try to get a little bit of fame and a little bit of fortune. And they had to endure so much. The stories are coming out. The stories are coming out. Sometimes people are telling their own stories. Sometimes other people are telling these stories. But they're coming out how so much has had to go down before they can, these so-called wealthy people, excuse me, y'all, these so-called wealthy people, before they can get this little $1 million in the bank, they had to do all these questionable things, sign all kind of NDAs and all of that, because they can't talk about it. They can't help their fellow man, and all of that kind of madness. They have to do all of this weird stuff, and that's not even half of the things I just spoke of. Can you imagine? Y'all can go online the same way I seen it. You can go online and see it. All this stuff that goes on. And P. Diddy just running around here. They call him the gatekeeper. I, I don't. Oh, my Lord. Where people got to come and give him. Did y'all see Cat Williams? Cat Williams interview with the Shay Shay Club. Or Club Shay Shay. Cat Williams said he hadn't heard all about the daggone things. But he said, you got to tell Diddy no. You got to tell him no. But some people will say a yes because they want that money. They want that money that they envision themselves because they want to live in a certain way. And they can't take the time to earn it like a 9-to-5er. They can't take the time to. But I think sometimes the slow way could be the better way, because if you got to endure so much heartache, anguish, and all of that to get your first million in the bank, oh no, I don't need it. I'm just being honest. I don't need it. Because it's just, guys, please, if you're going to be having children who are aspiring to become actors, actresses, be in sport, you got to lay a strong foundation for that child or that young adult so that they can try to escape the snares that unquestionably they would have to run up against. They have to have a strong foundation, because I was going to tell you about the clip that I saw on CNN, and I think it was on ABC and probably a couple of networks, where P. Diddy supposed to be in a hotel. They in the lobby, and he whopping the devil out of, they said it's Cassie, and he whopping the devil out of her, picking her up and throwing her from one end of the hallway to the next. It ain't that much money in this world for me to endure some of the craziness that's going on. You mean tell me I got to go and I got to do all this messy stuff before I can go and try to get my career jump started? No. But something happened. I don't know. Because a lot of people are saying that Diddy going to jail. He going to jail. He going to jail, or he should be in jail. If he done these things like all these people are suggesting, because they're saying they thinking that he's had something to do with Tupac death, Biggie Small. He had a whole lot to do with a whole lot that was done. I'm telling you, that's what the word on the curb is, that he's this gatekeeper. And before you can sign on the dotted line, you got to come see him. And all of that. Maybe that's why they call him the gatekeeper. But guys, it's up to you. You got to use this gray matter. Almighty gave it to us. And I'll tell you the same thing I used to tell my second oldest grandson all the time. I tried to drill it into him like I couldn't drill it. I mean, you would have thought I had a drill in my hand. Actually, sorry y'all, my tablet's going off. I don't know, some kind of notification. But I had to drill it. The fact that God Almighty, the Creator, gave you that brain, and He meant for you to use it. Don't you let nobody else use your brain. That's for you. That's your gift from God. Don't let anybody else, and don't let them entice you to thinking, oh, if you come and do this, you can get that. No, because see, Almighty can get you in a blink of an eye. He can get you if that's what He want to get for you. But some of us, we just have to go through whatever trials, and some of us have to. My mama used to say, she used to say it all the time when I was young. I remember hearing her say it. People don't believe poop stink unless their nose is right up in the thick of it. Why be that one? Why be that one? You see what's going on. You seeing it through the television. You seeing it all on social media about all this cray-cray that's going on. Guys, let the buyer beware. This is yours. Use it wisely. Because once you put it in somebody else's hands to use, God knows it ain't coming back like it went. Like you went to see about this money that you want so badly to get your hands wrapped around. You signed something without even realizing what it was you signed. You done got hooked up in a bunch of madness. Now that mind that you done signed over, when it's all said and done, and you leave that wherever you went to sign, now you got a mind that's a reprobated mind. It's a toe up from the flow up mind. And you don't know how you got down there and how you getting up. So you best be using what God gave you. He gave it to you to use. But I knew it was a reason when Cassie went to court. Well, not went to court. They were supposed to go to court. She's supposed to have been taking P. Diddy to court. And he must have did some some messed up stuff to her. Because if you innocent, if somebody talking about putting you in, why you going? She's just talking about taking you to court. I guess she said, if you give me $30 million, I don't know if she said this or not, but you give me he gave it to her. So you know he done did something with the girl, done messed that girl around. But she wasn't messed around that bad because she got the $30 million. But I'm telling you, what kind of mess you're gonna have to pay half of that on a bunch of shrinks. Try to get your mind back right. To try to get your mind back right. It's crazy. It's crazy. So listen, I'm just going to say this. Let the buyer beware. Take care of what Almighty has given to you. Don't be so hungry because they see you coming a mile away. They see the desperation and they figure, I got them. I got them. They're going to do what I say. I'm going to get what I need to get out of these people. And then the bad part about it is they might give them a singing contract for a little bit. They might get an acting gig for a little bit. And then you don't see them no more. So you done went through all this hell, all this craziness. And for what? Just a few go-rounds in the band or a few go-rounds on the telly? And then you just kind of like lost in the sauce? Guys, come on. Let's try very, very hard to understand that money is what's required in this United States of America if you want to have shelter, have food, have utilities, and things like that, clothing. It's a requirement, that you have these things. But let's not get outrageous with it. Because we got to learn how to put a check on everything. We got to learn how to, it was somebody I was thinking about. It was a character in the Bible who I was thinking about, and I got off track a little bit. Y'all know I do that a lot. But, because I be going all over the place, taking sidebars and coming back and forgetting what the main idea was. Y'all know I be going through it sometimes. A lot of times. But okay. Anyway, it was a character in the Bible who said, Lord, help me to be content in any state. I can't remember who said it, but it was a character in the Bible. Let me be content in whatever state I find myself in. That way that person will not, like if he's, let's say, got a couple of pieces of bread. We talking back in the biblical time. So let's say he got a couple of pieces of bread. Let me say my grace to eat this bread. Let me be grateful. Okay? Let me not saying, oh, Lord, I wish I had me a piece of potato or I had a piece of steak to go with this bread. Just let me be content. Say my grace, be thankful for what I got, and prayerfully tomorrow I'll get a little something, something else. So that's what I pray, that I learn to be content in all of my situations. I'm not sitting up here worrying about, what I can get right quick, like tomorrow. What can I get? What I need something, So I'm learning, and I'm hoping that you guys will be able to do that as well. And don't let your kids go off looking like, they want to get something, they want to get it now. Because sometimes it don't work out well for our children. And we'll be in somebody's P. Diddy's kitchen doing God only knows what. Okay? But if this mess is true, what's been going on, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Not just with P. Diddy, but P. Diddy has been, I don't know if they threw with him being the gatekeeper, because he is in the public's eye a great deal now. So sometimes when all this mess happened, that mean in my mind they might be finished with you. So yeah, you got to go. So all kinds of crazy stuff is coming out on him. And like I said, if he done did all this stuff, it's time to pay the piper. R. Kelly had to pay the piper for all of his misdeeds, you know. He shouldn't be the only one. If he did, you screwing up and you done did stuff, then hey, ding dong, you were wrong. Knock knock. It's the Pied Piper coming to repay. So just take your time, guys. That's all I wanted to say in this video. And just don't let that greed for money be a major factor in your life. Yeah, you need money to, like I said, shelter, utilities, clothes. But see, some people feel like they ain't right if they ain't got 5 closets full of clothes. Come on. I mean, I'll wear outfit. Listen, I'm gonna not wear it once or twice and then get rid of it. It's time for something new. I'll have that outfit for probably a couple of years before I move it on. And I'm going to be honest with you, some of my clothes are older than some of these people that's on. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I got clothes that's older than some of my grandkids. I sure do. Because I ain't trying to rush out there every 5 minutes trying to keep up with no Joneses. Or no daggone Johnsons and the rest of them. They can, No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So y'all try to, be mindful and, for God's sake, stay away from that Hollywood because, see, people go in and robots come out, honey. People go in and robots come out. So unless you want to be one of them damn robots, if you want to be that robot, go right ahead. If you want to be that robot, go right ahead. But I'm trying to tell you, stay away from that stuff because, nope, they don't treat folk right. They are looking at people like they're not people. They're looking at people like they are just property. They're going to do what they want to do with. And once you sign on the dotted line, you become their property. No, Almighty ain't mean for this to be like this. But you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. It sounds simple, and I know some of y'all probably, that's just too old-fashioned. Listen, some old stuff might work. So, listen, it's brought me a mighty long ways, I got stuff from all the way back from the 40s and the 50s, so it done brought me, But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening, and please just, don't let it be a mad dash to, and get your first million by any means necessary. That's my whole point of this video. And don't let nobody tell your mind right from wrong, because you know what's right. Prayerfully, some of you do. And the ones who don't, I pray for you that Almighty will get it right for you. Because there's a lot of wolves out here, guys, and they waiting on prey. They are waiting on prey. They waiting on the next victim. So y'all just try to do your very best to stay out of harm's way, okay? So anyway, guys, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to upload this tonight or tomorrow, but I just wanted to come and say my little 2 cents, just a little maybe 2.5 cents on this stuff because it's sad. It's sad to all of the females and the males that things has been done to, all for the sake of trying to obtain fame and fortune. Just let the buyer beware. Let the buyer beware. Thanks for watching, everybody. Almighty peace and blessings. Peace out.